All right, this lesson is going to cover stage 17 vocabulary and derivatives. So here we have ob. It is a preposition. It's one of the plus ablative ones. We're always going to find a noun in the ablative case after this one, just like cum or ex, and it means from or away from. We get abduct from it. This is a very common prefix with Latin verbs. Now, just like e and ex, the and ob deal with whether the noun following starts with a vowel or not. So if the noun following starts with a vowel, we have ob. If it starts with a consonant, we have a. Augmen, augminus. It's a third declension neuter noun. So that means augmen gets repeated in the accusative, nominative and accusative, and it's augmena, augmina in the plural. It means a column of people or procession. We get augmenate, which is a clustering of people. Animus, animi, is a second declension masculine noun, meaning the spirit, the soul, or the mind. We get animosity or unanimity from it. This is kind of an interesting concept that early church fathers dealt with, was the animus of a person. Apropinquo, apropinquare, apropinquavi, one of my favorite Latin verbs, means it's a first conjugation verb. We can tell because of the are here. And it is a plus dative, so that means it doesn't take a regular accusative direct object, it takes a dative instead. It means to approach or to come near to. Ara, ari, a very important object in temples. It is an altar, and this is a first declension feminine noun. Bene, something you may recognize from Spanish and or Italian. It's an adverb, and it means well. It's related to the adjective bonus aum, which means good. Benignus aum is a 2-1-2 adjective, and it means kind. Beneficence and benign are two different adjectives from it, although beneficence could come from bene as well. You know, these words are obviously very related. Diu, another adverb, meaning for a long time. You have a lot of small words in this chapter, so be careful with them. Exanimatus aum. If you look at it, you can see one of our new vocab words in there. Can you guess which one? Yes, animus. It's another 2-1-2 adjective, means unconscious. And exanimate is a modern derivative from it. And it's literally ex plus animus, so it's out of your spirit or out of your mind. Facilis, facilis, facile. It's a type 3 adjective, so it means that it follows the third declension charts, and it means easy. And we have facilitate from that. Graviter. It's another adverb meaning seriously. The gravity of a situation, the seriousness of a situation, that's an English word that comes from, that is related to graviter. Hareo, harere, haisi. It's a second conjugation verb. It means to stick or to cling. We get the word inherent from there because it's something that is inherently sticking within you. Hook, another adverb meaning here or to this place. Not to be confused with hick, hike, hawk, which is a pronoun we're going to learn in the next 2 chapters. Impetus, impetuous. Now this looks weird. Notice it's not a genitive you've seen, or it's not one that we've gone over a lot of. This is a 4th declension masculine noun. We're going to learn a lot about those in the upcoming in stage 18. It means to attack. Impetuous is a modern derivative from it. Insula, insulae. We get a nice, lovely illustration for this one. It is a first declension feminine noun, and it means both island and apartment complex. The Romans thought of these apartment complexes as islands to themselves. They were rising out of the disgusting streets. We get a lot of words from this. Insular, peninsula, to insulate. Invitus aum. It's another 2-1-2 adjective meaning unwilling. Itaque, a conjunction meaning and so. So we can use this in place of diende or et or said. Litus, litoris. It's a type 3, third declension neuter noun. Be careful. Notice the nominative is US, but then the genitive is IS. So that makes it third declension. It means the shore. We get littoral from it. It's a littoral zone is the zone between the ocean and inland. Maximus aum, this should be an easy one. It's a 2-1-2 adjective meaning the very big or very great or very large. And we get maxim from it. Multitudo, multitudinis. It's easy to get this to fall into the trap of saying multitude, but that's not what this word means. This is a third declension feminine noun that means a crowd. Now, yes, a multitude is a crowd, but it's not exactly the same thing. So you want to make sure you're defining this as crowd. Numquam is an adverb meaning never. Clicked a little too fast there. Pauci, pauci, pauca is a 2-1-2 adjective that's plural, meaning a few. And that's hence why it's always plural, because you're not going to have a few and be one. And paucity is one of our English derivatives from it. Pervenio, pervenere, perveni. It's a fourth conjugation verb, meaning to reach or arrive at. It's per plus venio, so to come through or to arrive at. Quondam is another adverb meaning one day or once. Recipio, recipere, recepi. It's a third IO. Notice third declension infinitive, third conjugation infinitive. IO in the first form, so it's a third IO. It means to recover or take back. Recipient is a derivative from it. Resisto, restitere, restiti. It's another third conjugation verb, not an IO, just a regular one. It's a plus dative. So like aquapinquo, it needs to have a dative object as opposed to an accusative object. And it's to resist. And then sine is another preposition. It's a plus ablative one. It means without. And we get it. We see compound in that in our English word sinecure. And soleo, solere is a second conjugation verb. Notice the long mark here. To be accustomed to, or usually. And someone who is insolent, someone who is not accustomed to doing things. And those are your vocab words for stage 17.